And the pitcher, Jeff Dahl, set to come up.
He hit the ball hard last time. He hit a line shot to center field just like that, but it carried a little more where the center fielder was able to handle the catch.
Off-speed delivery, misses, ball one. You know, the base runner on first base, David Sloan, an interesting story. Here's a kid who, his coach said, has a lot of enthusiasm, basically. He throws his helmet a lot, throws his bat, gets upset, not with his teammates, but with himself. He's just a great competitor. He eats and sleeps baseball. There's no question about that. Call strike one. But he was throwing things a lot. His coach said, you know, man, you're going to have to stop doing that because it's going to come back to haunt you. You've got to control your emotions and be a great leader. He's done a great job of it in the last couple of weeks, but it's ironic that it has come after he threw a bat in practice, Mike, bounced right back up, hit him in the cheek, cost him 7 stitches. So if you're going to throw things and they're going to hit you and it's going to cost you 7 stitches, that's probably going to teach you a lesson pretty well.
Well, it should. It should. You know, and you don't, coaches don't tolerate that kind of behavior, and you know, it's unfortunate that a young, I know where he's coming from. Like you say, with the intensity he has, you do get upset, but you have to stay within yourself.
And by all means, everything that was said by Doug Mulaney about David Sloan, very positive. He said, I like the fact that he's that competitive. I like the fact that he wants to play the best that he can for himself and for his team. But again, it's all about maturity and controlling your emotions. So in no way are we saying that David Sloan is a bad young man.
Oh, no.
He's just a very intense human being.
That's right. And like you say, you want those kind of ball players. You want those ball players with that intensity, because that's the way you have to play the ball game.
So Sloan's on first. The count is 2-2 to Dahl. Inside, and the count goes full. Doug Mulaney also told me that with the 7 stitches laced up in David's face, he made him catch the doubleheader the next day, too.
There you go.
More than any coach can say, huh, Mike?
Hey, you're right.
Count is full. Popped him up. Should be played easily by Sean Babcock. 1 away. So 1 away for Brad Schmidt. Had that single, advanced to second base on an air. 2 RBI single for Brad Schmidt. He and Sloan responsible for driving in the 3 Dukes runs. They all came in the first inning off of 3 hits.
He hit a curveball the last time up. It was inside, so he got the bat out in front. See how he pitches him this time.
They laced it right down the first base line.
Yes, he did. And he started him off with a curve here. Now he's ahead. Now he can put, you know, he can pitch the way he wants to here. He can throw the fastball low and out, low and away. Or he might come with another curve.
With the 2 earlier tonight, 27 RBIs on the year now. Upping his average to 378. But right now, it's not about upping your average. It's about winning a baseball game and being a state champion, because regardless of whatever happens the rest of your life, nobody can ever take that away.
No, that's true. It's, I tell you, there's a lot of teams that never get to this point, and a lot of teams never get to the state champions or the state quarterfinals. And to get here, to play in it, you can't, you know, that's just a memory that's going to stick in your mind forever.
And one that you got to experience back in 1984.
Right, and it's the only time our school's ever been there. I was there as a player 20 years prior to that, and we finished tied for 3rd. And so I experienced it as a player and got to experience it as a coach.
0-2 pitched. Ball 1.
And now as a color commentator.
That's exactly right. Matter of fact, the last couple of years as a color commentator, Mike McDonald here on Sports Channel. So 1-2. Kelly Dransfeld has really been effective since he settled down in the first inning. He's recorded 4 strikeouts, a couple of pop-ups to right field, and a shot single by David Sloan. Inside, 2-2 the count. Struck out 4 of the last 7 batters he has faced. Looking for strikeout number 5 here with a 2-2 count. 1 out, man on first, and David Sloan. And he gets it. Strikeout number 5.
Hey, Brad went for a bad pitch here. It was up and out of the zone, and he just kind of took a weak swing at it.
Kelly did a good job of setting him up for that pitch with the inside.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Wolverines are going to like this young man, I think. Matt Whitten. Her ball misses. Count goes 1-0.
You know, as college to be coach, Coach Freehan was here the other day in the series in the semifinals. He made a great play at shortstop at the end of the ball game with a throw in the hole, deep in the hole short, and threw across the diamond. And I tell you, he's got an arm that when he throws, that ball carries, and I always say that he could hang clothes on it for a week. You know, it's just that true of a flight over there, and there's no rainbow. It's just on the line and on the money.
Good move towards first base. Almost picked off the base runner, David Sloan. Count goes even. 1-1 for Kelly Dransfeld. The DH, Rory Mira, due up next if Winton can continue this inning. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the visiting Dukes. Pitch out. Count goes 2-1. 1 hit, 1 run scored thus far for the Redskins of Morris.
Now we had 1 pitch out. You know, you can play mind games here. Now, will he try it again? Will he try to run? Should we pitch out again? You never know what's going to happen in this situation. There he goes.
Runner going. Shot towards center. On the run, Chuck Laird. Laird waved off by Sean Babcock, and the inning comes to a close. We played 2.5 here at the IHSA 1993 Class 2A State Championship. Scenic Geneva, Illinois here, and if you're a baseball fan, you got to get out and watch the Kane County Cougars, because this is a great facility and the new host for the Class 2A State Championships. This one will always be remembered because it'll be the first one played here between the Dukes of York and the Redskins of Morris. Elfstrom Stadium, the Kane County Event Center, just off of I-88, easy to access. And the host tonight to what should be an entertaining baseball game has been thus far, with York scoring 3 runs in the first. Morris got 1 last inning. They'll try to get some more going here with Ryan Terry, Kelly Dransfeld, and Mark Ricidi due to come up. All facing the youngster Jeff Dahl.
I'm amazed at some of these statistics that these kids have. You know, you're looking here with Terry, 25 RBIs, 37 runs scored. Just phenomenal. Of course, they've had a great year.
They sure have. Pops him up there, played easily by Jeff Dahl. A lot of 3-sport athletes, too, because the school is so small. And these Morris young men, a special group, because they were 10-1 in football, averaged 55 points a game, 23-5 in basketball. I mean, these guys know how to win. And that young man knows how to get base hits, evidenced by his average of over 500. You can add a couple more points to it now. Kelly Dransfeld with a single up the middle.
There's a fastball down the center of the plate. He gets the barrel out front, drives it right back up the middle for a nice base hit.
Second hit of the evening, given up by Jeff Dahl. Brings up the senior, Mark Ricidi.
There he goes.
Runner going. Hit and run was on.
Good execution, but he just didn't get the barrel out quick enough to take it to the opposite field.